Hello, everybody. It's time for our favorite day of the week, Sunday. A little Sunday Fun Day is live, the home of the original Sunday Fun Day. It's our time to shine. Guys, you know what to do. Bust out those trolls account. Let those other streamers know. Go in those chats. Invade. Let them know we're live. We got puppies. We got watches. We're ready to rock and roll tonight. What's going on, gentlemen? How are we?
We're doing great, man. Not as good as that puppy's doing, though.
He's okay. He's kind of the devil, but he's sweet.
Wait, he's getting a little stage fright. Look, you got shy now that he's on camera. What's the matter, boy? You don't want to be on camera? Let's get him. Should we get him big, like GMT? Get him paranoid when we put him big? Why do you have to put me full screen? Bro.
Oh, he's giving you the side eye.
Oh, that's it. He wants no part of that.
Uh-oh.
You got to teach him to say Rolex.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Whatever. It's a good way. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it works the same way as it does with girls, right? Like you like bring them to the park and you got a puppy and they're like, "Oh, your puppy's so cute." It doesn't work at the AD. Although our ADs does allow dogs, although they're closing, so that's too bad.
Yeah. All right, let's start off with Robert. Let's do our customary wristwatch check. What do we got on the wrist tonight, Robert? I know it's something juicy. I can feel it.
Well, we've got the beautiful JDM Seiko with the black enamel dial, the high polish indices and dolphin hands, and this is a beautiful watch.
Very nice.
Got those, it's Grand Seiko finishing without the Grand Seiko price.
Got those dope fiend hands. I like that.
They're dope, man. They're dope fiend.
Dope fiend. Okay.
Hello, Ali. Welcome to the show.
Hello. When I saw the icon earlier, I knew Kurt was going to make an appearance.
I was going to do you dirty on the intro, Ali. I'm going to admit it, but I didn't.
You can do me dirty on the intro, man. You know how I like it.
When Robert just said he had the dolphin hands, I said you have the dope fiend hands, and then you popped on. I said any other time. Speaking of dope,
speaking of dope fiends, there we go.
Yeah, I couldn't do it though. I didn't have it. I didn't have the heart.
Florida man with his meth trailer has appeared.
All right, Kurt, you're up to bat. What is on the wrist tonight? What do we got?
I got the turquoise Omega Seamaster Aquaterra. Just picked this up at the Omega boutique. It is awesome. It is absolutely gorgeous, and this lighting does nothing for it, but it's absolutely gorgeous.
I actually saw one of those the other day, and they are gorgeous. They really are.
So much for unboxings. And we got Lucha with us. How's it going? We got Lucha Betic Mark. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. He's also wearing that watch.
Boom.
Look at this.
I picked it up on Friday. Hot! Yay! No, I'm just kidding. It's fine.
Who else is live streaming with two Aquaterras in Aqua?
Yeah, two Aquaterras.
Very nice. Very nice.
Aqua
You both got the 41, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the best one.
Yeah, that's the one. I tried the 38. It's a little small. It works, but it's a little small.
Yeah, it looks good on me. I actually really like the 38, but it's got the 8800 in it, which is the without the jump hours, and I want the jump hours. So.
Yeah, it's I think it's worth the small raise in price to get the 41 to get the better movement.
Raise in price, believe it or not. They're both 6600.
Oh, I thought it was 200 more. Oh, really? Okay.
No, they're all the same for some reason.
Oh.
Everybody go buy one. Everybody go buy one before they realize they made that mistake.
Yeah. Omega gonna Omega, and I think one's a double barrel, right?
Yeah, it's a double barrel 88900. It's got the quick adjust, but it looks terrible. I kind of don't like that. But the bracelet's excellent.
The bracelet's amazing.
The bracelet is a huge improvement over previous Omega bracelets.
It's just
kind of has that day date vibe going to me a little bit.
It does for sure.
Like the platinum one. Ali, you could make up whatever you want because we can't see you.
I just have the square G on tonight.
Oh, speaking of squares, hey Duco, welcome to the show. You just took up one of the square on the show.
No, boys.
Duco for the block.
Hey, buddy.
I like it. You just sunk his battleship, Duco. Yeah, you took the square.
I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. Kurt's messing us up here. Now we got two guys cameraless on this side. All right, Duco. Yeah, no, I'm just teasing him. All right, Duco, you're up. What do we got?
Oh,
What's on the
list?
This whole thing?
Yeah,
Just the Pepsi.
This 16700.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Seiko, a Rolex, 2 Omegas walk into a bar.
Wait, should we just? We could just do the Vacheron too. I got this sitting here too. I could just do this.
Oh yeah.
So much for unboxings. Kurt's just showing us everything. Oh no, you've had this.
I've had this one. I got another one I can unbox eventually. Not tonight though. I will. I've got one. I haven't shown yet. But not right now. Yeah. Thank you.
I thought you were showing the Vacheron. That's why I popped it up.
Yeah.
I'm too late now. Now you stayed in there.
It's the same one I always wear.
All right, let's run through the chat quick, and then we will get into the show. Let's see. What do we got? We got Van Lux in the house. Good to see Van Lux. We got a member of the crew, Micah Tyler, in the house. He said, "Hey, Paul. Yeah, we need a little Kesslo. Joining us tonight." Let's see. Who else we got? We got Mitchell in the house with the first super chat of the evening. Thank you, Mitchell. Appreciate that. $2. He says, "Taking another night off. You can thank me later." Oh man, we always appreciate it when you take the night off, Mitch. Thank you.
I apologize. I may have missed something. That was not the first super chat.
No. First one I see.
We have first super chat of the night, Robert Wood. Happy Sunday.
He's underneath him on my thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was second because I remember he was first.
Really? On my thing, it's actually your first.
Well, I'm always first in your heart, honey.
They're right next to each other, but his is underneath on mine.
Yeah, same.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, thank you, StreamYard. I appreciate it.
All right, now if you're done trying to correct me, Robert Wood, $2. Just kidding. $2 super chat. He says, "Happy Sunday Fun Day." Yes, indeed. It's the best day of the week. We got Philip Hurst in the house from Philip Hurst Media. Mitch is saying that his voice is slow to bounce back. He's getting worried. Sometimes it just takes a little while, Mitch. Just go nice and easy. Take it easy with the trombone, and you'll be all right.
You could always pay Mookie to AI you.
Yeah.
This is true. I'd love to get that live. That would be great. We got Basil's Bezels in the house. Good to see Basil's Bezels. Yes, we are. We are live. We got the Dial 24 in the house. We got Kevin Hawthorne live from Lakeland, Florida. Welcome. Got our man AB, another member of the crew. He says, "I like your silver dial overseas avatar, Kurt."
Yeah.
Very nice. We got Stefan in the house. Says, "NFL playoffs or watch hangout? Let's do both. Greetings from Germany." Playoffs, schmayoffs. Those are always on, right? Or is it the other way around?
I don't know about that.
I don't know. The weekly spectacle of the regular season is kind of what I like best. Of course, I'm a Bears fan, so you're allowed to say that, right?
Yeah.
I really enjoy college football over the NFL. The NFL is second
I.
only to the NBA and boring to me.
Oh man, Illinois football 10-3. Let's go. Sorry.
I like to watch the regular season until I get knocked out of fantasy football, and then I just don't give a shit what happens.
Yeah, but do you like the football or do you like the fantasy football, JJ?
I like what?
Do you like the football or do you like the fantasy football?
Oh, I like the fantasy.
Well, at this point, you're just cheering for the laundry if you pick a team, right? I mean, like, just the players move so often, you're just cheering for the laundry.
Yep.
It's different. Like baseball, like I'm a diehard Met fan. Football, I don't have like a diehard team. Like I just try to win fantasy football. Other than that, I don't really give a shit.
I don't want to turn this into sports, but with the portal and NIL and all that, college is going to be NFL football soon.
Yeah, it's just as bad.
Yep.
That was it. Carson Beck, Georgia, goes down to Miami for $4 million to seek his master's degree because he can't get into the NFL draft prospects were too low. Right? It's kind of ridiculous.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know how it's going to play out. I think there are a lot of wealthy schools, though. That's the only thing I would say is like, I understand that a lot of people can pay a lot, but I don't know. My school has a pretty good NIL, so I don't really know yet. It's early yet, right?
Well, the other thing the NIL did, if you go look up the list of like NIL athletes, is a shocking number of women. because women apparently they'll buy like the the sports clothing. So there's gymnasts that are making millions, like a lot of them.
Mhm.
And there's now a question of, is Title IX funding even necessary? If like women's sports actually can generate that much money at the collegiate level that they could pay the athletes, what's the justification for the way that they distribute the funding from the football programs? I still don't know that that's equal, but it is. The NIL has raised a lot of questions that otherwise.
Very cool. All right, let's continue on here. Let's catch up. We got our man Machine Gun Chris in the house, the Watch Lounge. Make sure you check out the Watch Lounge. He says, hello from the dirty Myrtle Beach, wearing a Nomos Neomatic Petrol. Very nice.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Very nice. Every time I think of Nomos, I think of Theo and Harris Christian.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that watch always reminds me of him.
I think of Gringa. Gringa's a big
Gringa, yeah.
Nama.
We got our man Jimmy representing the 51st state of Canada. Hello, Jimmy. Welcome. He says, let's go. Have a great show, JJ and crew. And don't forget to upvote. Yes, we love our upvotes. Thank you very much. We got a super chat coming in from our man Big Sal. $5 super chat. He says, now that's adorable. I want 10 of those pups. Yes, indeed. See, I told you the dogs are well liked. Well liked.
How the hell would you feed 10 of those? My God.
You know what's so funny? Yeah, that'd be expensive. Mike, I swear, I was thinking the same thing. Dirty Myrtle. I haven't heard that since Spring Break 2000. I remember,
MTV Spring Break.
Yeah, oh, we used to go down there all the time. Not for Spring Break, though. I used to go down on 4th of July every year. We used to have a blast down there. Hey, Paul. What's up, Paul? Welcome to the show, man. How are you?
Greetings. I'm good. How are you?
Greetings,
the UN.
salutations. We are live.
Freak.
What's happening?
Not much. We're just greeting everyone. Still warming up. You know, we're under the 20-minute mark, so we're getting there. But once we catch up, then we're gonna get into the chat. We got some watch talk going on. Believe it or not, you know what I mean.
Nice. Nice.
We got Caliber YQG in the house. We got member of the crew, Timely Behavior. Good to see Timely. I haven't seen Timely in a little bit. Oh, there he goes. He says, it's been a while since I've been around here, but JJ's appearance in his photo has changed. Yeah. Totally new look.
Yeah, sexy podcaster.
Hey. Yeah. Let's see. We got Vimal in the house. He says, Steel 222 at 35, 40,000 or Rolex Day Date at 40. It was a rhetorical question.
Oh, that's not a question. That's
look, if we're going to get into the 222 in a minute, but I have some thoughts on that. Actually, we're pretty close. Let me just catch up here and then we'll get into it. Let's see. We got Tariq in the house. He says, what's up, guys? Finally back to join the stream. Hello from Brooklyn. No pastrami tonight. Man. I'm looking forward to that. We got a member of the crew, Doc Mick of Florida. He says, hey, fellas. We got Dear Artifact in the house. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. We got Creamy Looms. I haven't seen Creamy Looms in a minute. Good to see you, my friend. Member of the crew, Creamy Loom, says, glad I'm catching a Sunday fun day. Yes, good to see you, my man. We got Uncle Mikey in the chat. Your friend Mikey with a $2 super chat says, I hope everyone is well. We hope you're doing well too, Mikey. Good to see you. Let's see who else we got. This guy, anybody know him? Marco. What's up, Marco?
Yo.
Reminding everyone he upvoted. We got to get Marco on the panel. Let's pressure him. He's actually been on the last 2 shows, so I don't want to bother him too much, but we'll just bother Cap. We like to bother Cap. Come on, Cap, hop on.
Yeah.
We got Goldfinger in the chat. Good to see Goldfinger. Welcome. And we got Joseph Fruski, my man, another member of the crew. He says hello all. Good to see you. We got Frank Cannon, Dr. Bob's Nightmare. We got, of course, Jen G patrolling the chat. Good to see you. We got Nub Gunner in the house. Good to see Nubby. Got a lot of peeps here tonight. I think we're covered. We got P Cars in the house. Hello, all people. Hello, watch people. We got Brody with a member chat. Thank you, Brody. He says, hey, guys. Howdy, Kurt. There you go. You're getting the 10-gallon hat salute there. We got FP John in the house. Good to see FP John. I always thought that was such a fun name. I don't know why I love that name. I do get a kick out of FP John. We got Pedro joining us. Good to see my man Pedro. Right, we got a full house tonight. I think that's it. All right, cool. We are set up. Anybody have anything they want to say before
Yeah,
We get into the watch talk. Speak
I
to it.
actually owe you one. A couple weeks ago, I was on. I said I was getting something in, not the turquoise, and it ended up coming in much earlier than I thought. And I just unboxed it on my channel, but I did get a dreamsicle.
Oh, well, let's have a look here. Hold on 1 second. Let me get you in the proper position here.
Man,
Right.
He just whipped it out. He didn't even tease us.
Bam!
No, nothing. Well, it's a lot of people know.
Omega.
Sometimes you got to just whip it out, you know?
I love
And
that. What's
GMT
the size
has
of that
it.
one?
This is 43.5.
Oh, that fits you. Man, you must have a big wrist, huh?
7.5.
Okay.
But
Yeah, it wears well on you.
Looks good.
It looks good, man. It looks really good.
Yeah, Duco and I have that same size. That looked good on us.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't measured, person
Together?
to person, but yeah, we've sent
Well,
pics.
the thing with my wrist is it's not like a big fat 7.5. It's like really flat. It's almost 3 inches across this way. So like these, when it's like 48, 49, I think this one's 49 lug lug. They fit real well.
Yeah.
No matter what the size is.
Very nice. I like it. I always had a fondness for that watch. I don't know. There's something about the orange and white in it. It's really cool. I like it.
Yeah. And this is the only one that the bezel looms. The other ones have the liquid metal bezels.
Right.
This one has the.
Can you give us a thick, like a shot, the thickness?
He wants to see your girth.
I want to see the girth.
16.
Oh, man, that doesn't look bad at all.
No.
Yeah, it's 16.2 thick. It doesn't wear super huge. It doesn't wear much bigger than the Aquaterra, really.
It's not that huge. Sorry, what are we talking about?
Red Time says, "Congrats, Lucha. The watch is matching well with your hoodie." There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Gotta
You
be
can get those for
matching
really
well.
good deals now, right?
Yeah.
Those are good
I have
prices.
a stupid question. So I know people make fun of me for the wrist size 2-dimension thing, but are either your like fists and wrists massively bigger than the other one?
Like my right is an 8.
I think your right is larger, right?
Yeah.
Normally. I mean, you use it for special activities.
My right is also larger.
I think that's pretty normal, right? Because you're in dominant. Yeah. That makes sense.
My right is about a 7.8, so close to an 8.
This one's a little tight on my right wrist.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
feels
my right wrist is bigger too. I never measured it, but I know because I always wear my watch on my left hand, and you ever like just switch your watch to the other hand, and it's just way tighter. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, it is.
Because I remeasured after the weight loss of last year, thinking maybe there'd be a little change. And my right is about 8 3/4 and to 9 if I flare my hand. But my left wrist is like down just under 8.5 now. Like there's a pretty substantial difference. It wasn't that big of a difference last year. But my right fist is stupid big. And I was trying to figure out what deformity, like what growth hormone deformity I have.
I have all of them.
No, I think your deformity is your normal.
Elephantitis of the right hand.
That's probably
You can
true.
make a crossword out of all of them. I mean, sorry.
If I take 5, if I do half the micro adjust on this one, it fits on my right hand.
The micro has what, 3 micro adjust?
This one has 9.6 millimeters total. The Planet Ocean. The other one is
That's pretty substantial. That's nice.
yeah, it's a lot.
Tobes are saying your blood pressure affects the size of the wrist. I just figured if you were right hand dominant, you would have a thicker forearm, right?
Well, your blood pressure should affect both of your wrists, I think. I don't know. Maybe your blood only goes to one wrist.
Yeah. So you ever see those pictures when people have their watch on and they're like the puffiness of their, I don't know if it's skin or whatever, but the puff is like swallowing the watch on either side, like the watch band is just getting swallowed in.
Yeah, it looks like there's a diabetic episode happening. It worries me.
Yeah.
Hey, easy on the diabetic jokes.
Don't worry, half the panels right there where
We're all hi there. Let me take an insulin shot before we get going here.
No, it's a Mark. It's amazing. Like every time I do my blood work, or the doctors double check me. They're like, you don't have high blood pressure, and you're not pre-diabetic, and they want to double check the work.
Man, we don't believe you. Right?
Exactly.
Who's that?
You must have
Will
a bunch
Ferrell?
of morbid comorbidities.
Here you go, Mark. I've got the emergency insulin right here for
Very
you. buddy.
nice, very nice. I am actually I'm a type 1 diabetic. I've been a diabetic forever. So.
Me too.
Wow.
Man, you guys are really upstaging us over here.
That's
Our
right.
elements.
I'll pass on that.
The center's falling apart. Hey, Kessler, are you about to die too?
He's a freak.
Oh, I'm just taking all this in.
I like Kessler's new angle. He's been experimenting with the new angle of his camera lately with the watch spinning. I kind of like it. I'm digging it. You know, maybe you could figure out a way to just have like a little circle of your face in the middle of the watch. That would be pretty cool.
That'd be awesome.
Hey,
Hey, we got
There we
REG. Look at this. REG. Oh,
Hey.
Joseph, I haven't heard an update yet, but I know Brian from Let's Talk Live, he used to be Beyond Time channel.
Mhm.
He follows a lot of the true crime stuff. I'm sure you're familiar with his channel. He's been following it. So I know he did want to do an episode together, a little collab when there is some info, but I don't think it happened yet. But I will get back to you on that for sure. It's all quiet though, nothing exciting. I can tell you that much. But I think he's getting sentenced soon, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know if it's later this month or next month.
Right.
Yeah, there's not going to be anything interesting until then. And honestly, that's not going to be that interesting. He's going to get less than we expect, I bet.
Didn't he make a plea deal? Didn't he accept some deal?
Yeah,
That's still been a rumor,
Yeah.
right?
There's no
We don't know.
trial. I think he's just getting the sentence, which means he probably just accepted the.
yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, but they didn't. If he didn't get sent, did he get sentenced yet, or did they say what it was?
No.
Because I haven't
Mm.
heard anything of that.
I think his sentencing got delayed, I think.
Delayed a couple times though.
Yeah. I don't.
As far as I can tell, I couldn't find any press release that there was any sort of agreement. I think that's still just a rumor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't make. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat. They don't make Ozempic for watch addiction.
I'm trying to think what medically Ozempic would do in that case. That's interesting.
Nothing.
I mean, it would make your wrist smaller. So if you needed to have a smaller wrist to fit less links.
My wife's a physician. She would say she would only recommend Ozempic for diabetics. Just so you know.
Yeah, I am curious. I'm curious what the long-term impact of it is.
All right, here we
Giving
go.
up what it is. Anyways,
Art coming through with it says Tugger sentence January 31st. All right, so we got 2 weeks. We'll hit some info, Joe.
Are we gonna live blog it? Are we gonna go?
Yeah, we might as well. Why not? We did so many memorable moments of the TPG watch career. Why not end it off with the way like with the final episode? Little closure.
Series finale.
You know, it's
That
crazy.
won't be the final. That won't be the final chapter, dude. You know
That-
this goes on and on. And
Oh
on.
yeah.
That seems like 4 lifetimes ago when the
Yeah.
whole it doesn't it like
Yeah.
like the world has shifted like 5 timelines since the whole Anthony Farah bullshit went down.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dr. Bob brings up a good point though. That you don't get a deal if you're just pleading guilty. He just pleaded guilty.
Right.
No, that's not true. You can get a deal for pleading guilty.
You can plead guilty and take a deal, but I think he just pled guilty and before there was a deal offered.
No, that's not true. You can get a deal for pleading
No,
guilty.
you agree to plead. You do the
You can plead guilty and take a deal, but I think he just pled guilty. Hey, what's going on here? We got a little echo.
Somebody's audio is.
You can get a deal for pleading guilty.
You agree to plead. You do the
You can plead guilty and take a deal, but I think
Wow, that was fun.
that's not me. I swear.
I was
man.
disoriented as hell.
I don't know what's happening. It's whatchamacallit.
The comms.
Psyop.
It's TPG psyop. They're blocking us exactly. I don't know what's happening. Oh man. It's whatchamacallit.
The comms.
Psyop.
It's TPG.
What the
It's
hell is
Kurt.
happening?
Kurt, it's you. See? It's gone.
That was weird. That was
Yeah.
crazy. It was like a delay, then a delay.
Wait, Ari muted himself too. Now I don't know what's happening.
No, it wasn't me. I'm not. I don't have it. I don't have it running.
And she says it's the space laser. Look at
Yeah.
this. Right away, always blame the Jew,
No,
right?
Yeah, I know. No, I don't. I don't have the YouTube stream running. The StreamYard.
Yeah. No, yeah, I don't, pretty sure when I muted Kurt, it went away, but I don't know. All right, either way, all good. Mike said, "Clearly, I've been trying to tell you guys this all along. I'm just a watch collector, man. Come on." We got REG with a 40-month member chat. He says TPG sentence will be long and hard. Yes, indeed. Yes,
And
indeed.
deal with the sausage of justice.
Sausage.
He's dealt with it
justice.
before. He's
Oh
handled
my
the sausage of
God.
justice.
Yes.
I've never heard that. That needs to be a T-shirt.
Of justice.
No, dude, that's got to be a badge. That's got to be a badge, and Ari's got to wear it.
Like Superman, but instead of like it just be like a sausage.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
All right, let's see here. Let's get our first thing up here. We're 26 minutes in. We haven't. Well, actually, we talked a few watches. We showed a few watches. We had an unboxing. We did it quite a bit. But so scoping through the internet, article wise at least, yeah, I know in the forums you can find some stuff, but this is literally like the only article I could find about the Steel 222 coming out. And this is supposedly coming out possibly tomorrow. Is this true?
It would be strange for them to release it. No, I guess they don't. Does Vacheron does two watches of wonders?
I don't think so.
Well, it says the 22nd. Maybe it comes out on the 22nd. Oh no, that's 222. Of course, it's the 22nd. Oh, maybe it comes out on the 20th. That would make sense, right? The 22nd, 222.
Well, then it should come out on February 22nd if that's the case.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I don't know. Any reputable sources? I saw they cited something, but it wasn't in English, and I couldn't find it. So
Yeah, so when they did the re-release of the 222 in gold, they released it on 22 of 22.
that's overkill.
Ooh, John Gall.
Yeah,
Nice state.
I know, but I'm just saying that's when it came out.
It does look like a 36 mil date just a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of this. I gotta be honest. I don't know what the big hoopla is. I just don't see it.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It looks like an oyster. It looks like an oyster quartz.
Oyster quartz, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a historical piece, but it bombed in the 80s, right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
My big thing is like if the stats match the 222 in gold, then this thing is not an overseas replacement, right? Like,
Right.
this thing is jewelry. Like the overseas is like if Rolex did high horology, right? Like it's 150 meters water resistance. Like it's like notoriously super rugged. This is none of that. It's 50 meters water resistance.
Right.
I don't know. It looks nice. It looks beautiful. I've heard. Well, and the other thing that's kind of weird is like all the feedback I get from people about this watch is the bracelet. It's like, man, if the first thing you talk about in a watch is the bracelet, that's a little weird. Not gonna lie.
Just go buy a bracelet.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. So we're assuming one is steel for 40K. I don't know.
Ugh,
I think it's 35 was
probably
the number I heard.
35 is what they put in this article.
Mm.
That's actually a pretty good price, right? Because isn't the gold like almost 70?
It's not a good price though for steel.
35 for steel.
But people were begging for this, though. I still think it's going to sell ridiculously well.
Sure.
I agree with Brody, by the way. His super chat's a good one.
Yeah, let's get to these chats here. We got Timely Behavior with a member chat, 36-month member. Thank you, Timely. Always appreciate your support. He says, so they are re-releasing a watch that bombed in its heyday. Yes, indeed. Honestly, the gold pretty much bombed too, if you remember, until Brad Pitt got photographed in it with that funny sweater. Then all of a sudden everybody wanted it because they thought they were going to get laid. But
Well, okay, let's be
when they bought it,
every
Yeah.
Vacheron watch kind of bombed in comparison. I don't know what we mean by bombed.
It's just overseas and everything else, right?
But everything did. The overseas wasn't like in comparison to what?
Yeah.
well, it wasn't a hit. It wasn't sold out where people were buying it like crazy and going over retail.
But
I guess.
none of the VCs were, even the overseas. The overseas didn't become popular until COVID.
Right. Well, I guess comparing it to like the gold one, but that's kind of what my point was. Like that wasn't even doing that hot like until Brad Pitt got photographed in it. Then all of a sudden, like I said, people thought they were going to get laid. They bought it. They didn't get laid. They sold it. Now it's
Did
back.
it work?
Now it's
Did it
back
work?
on the, no. Now it's back on the retail because everybody realized that they weren't going to get laid wearing it.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know. This just isn't it. I don't know that, like, you know, I saw some comments like, "Oh, this is gonna, you know, invalidate the rest of the overseas," and it's like, I don't. It's just like such a different thing, right? Like,
Different watch, totally different watch.
yeah, not even.
I think the overseas is superior. We got $10 super chat from Brody. He says the new 222 should have a silvery white dial since VC discontinued the silver dial overseas. Silvery white dial on the 222 would look way better than the blue anyway, in my honest opinion.
Well, if they're not going to go with that sexy blue that they use in the overseas, I think I'm inclined to agree. This blue looks like the 56 blue, which is good, but it's not the overseas.
But this is at best a rendering that somebody made it for. There's no way this is a BC leaf rendering.
Maybe. I don't know. I guess that makes sense. I don't really know that well. I think I was saying earlier today that, like, I felt like there was clearly, like, I can't find the original source. And you know, if Roman's out there somewhere and he wants to come on and explain his sources, that would be great.
Also, Kurt, you own the silver dial overseas, right?
Yeah.
I previously owned the silver dial dual time, and I will the silver dial on the VCs overseas, at least. I don't know what it looked like in the 222. Was the best silver dial I have seen. Period.
Yeah, it's very lively for something that's typically pretty flat, right? I have a silver dial Rolex, and it doesn't really compare at all. But yeah, I mean, it's still silver. Like, you do so much with silver, but I mean, this thing is gorgeous. It's just stunning.
All right, let's see. We got the Cap with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Captain. He says that fellow with the cowboy hat looks familiar. Is that Butch Cassidy or the Sundance Kid? P.S. Type 2 here. Thanks for checking in, Cap. I like watches and crocheting.
I got the Sundance Kid right here.
Oh, hold on. Let's see. Let's get him. We can't let a good puppy moment go to waste here.
The fact that the puppy is camera shy is hilarious to me.
Oh, he's miserable. He was sleeping, and I picked him up.
Shut up, Coder. Oh, wrong guy. Sorry.
Oh, man.
Wrong guy.
Damn. Low
man.
blow. Low
R.I.P.
blow.
Yeah, R.I.P. Coder.
Okay.
Ali, maybe you could weigh in on this. We got thoughts on the new Bremont Supermarine full ceramic in jungle green. Have you seen that?
Oh my God, I haven't seen that.
I have.
Any thoughts on it? You want to help him out here, Mr. Ganchev?
Can't say nice.
Okay. So it's the first sign of a crack in Vermont's rebranding, because they, instead of going forward with the 4 lines they said they were going to do, they continued to release a line which they had previous success with, but they didn't adjust the pricing on the previous line. So I honestly think it's another bad release from Vermont. They seriously need to take a pause and reevaluate their priorities, especially the brothers. If you noticed, I think I shared it on air, right? When the whole rebranding happened, one of the brothers came out and basically wrote a kiss off message, and then the next day he announced he's joining the board of like an automobile company, and the brothers are completely absent now. Like, they're completely gone. So Vermont really needs to pause. They've lost so many what I would consider loyal customers, and some of their ADs, and I don't want to throw those ADs out of the bus just in case, but like, they don't even talk about Vermont anymore. The rebranding caused a massive amount of damage to what people expected out of Vermont. I don't like it. I just think it's still, they're going in the wrong direction, and that's more why I don't like it.
They're still they're like GMT driving in one direction. They're not making any other turns. All right, we got Birminghard. He says there was nothing wrong with Pitt's sweater. Very metro.
He should know. He's the fashion blogger.
Fashionista. Marco is chiming in here, trying to get a deal as usual. He says if it comes out, it will sell well at first, but die quickly on the secondary market. Yeah, pretty much like the gold one, right? I think this will do slightly better than the gold, though, because it's a little more attainable in price. You know, it's half the price, which is still expensive for what it is, but more accessible. But he says that there's simply the interest in Asia is not there anymore. Look forward to buying it on the pre-owned for $20K. That would be some fall there. I mean, you're getting overseas now for incredible prices. What they really should do, Vacheron, I think we said this. I forgot who we were talking to when I said this before, but make a 39 mil overseas, you know, with a hacking function. Keep the blue dial, the awesome blue dial. Taper the bracelet like the new one. Make it thin like the 2000 V, and you have a smash hit. Why can't you just make the one nice watch that clicks on every level?
I still think I said that we do it last year. Obviously, I was wrong. I still think the 4th generation overseas is overdue. And a 39 mil or 39.5 mil 4th generation hacking, slight case adjustments, I think would do very, very well. Yeah, I still think this particular 222. I don't think this is the real dial. I do think a steel 222, even at 35K, will do well. Marco's right though. Like a lot of these things, they do well in the Asian market, and if the Asian market's dying down, which it is more or less across the board, but in particular VC took a bigger hit there than anybody else is taking everywhere else. It's going to be painful for these boutique only editions for a long time.
We got a super chat here from our man Vimal. Good to see Vimal in the chat. He's got $5 Californian. He says another release with raving reviews but no buyers. Save your money and buy an overseas or Rolex day date. Will be limited edition to avoid embarrassment. Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, Vacheron is it really is such a good brand, but it just doesn't have a very big market, right?
All right, here we go. I gotta do this. Camera's gotta be on for this. VC, you are totally missing the boat with what people need to see more of, which are the traditionals and some of the dress pieces. You've put all of your freaking advertisement, all of your boutique, all of your cachet into the overseas, and then the 222. And those are not competing well with the Rolexes. They're not competing well on the higher end with the APs. They're not even competing well with the Pateks anymore. But every time a person sits down and sees a good traditional next to the other contemporaries, those stand out. So if you want to keep kicking for a while and you don't want to go through another hedge fund buyout or something like that, you've got to put some serious effort into the traditionals and some of your dress pieces. Please.
That's where they shine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the overseas is fantastic. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I think a lot of it, they have like a built-in safety net, which is that they don't sell very many in general. So will it be a limited edition? I don't know. I would think not. But if it is, I mean, even if it isn't, they're not going to sell very many anyway because they don't make very many.
Yeah. Right. It's kind of limited edition by proxy.
Okay. I think it's just some of us small-wristed people want to see a 39. That's really my only knock on the overseas. Besides the hacking, like give us a hacking watch. Come on, for that price, why not?
Tuco says I'm a hack, so I don't need a hacking watch.
If limited was good enough, then Moser would be. I mean, Moser does decently, but Moser's kind of coasted on a bracelet that needs an update. They coasted on the Endeavor, which probably needs an update. Limited isn't enough anymore. It just isn't, especially when you take it out of all the ADs. When you go boutique only limited, that's too much. Not enough eyes are going to see it. How many people are going to see any of these limited edition VCs that aren't in Las Vegas? Certainly not in LA at the moment. There's nothing left in LA. Most people just aren't going to see these damn things.
Yeah, I agree with Marco, by the way. I think a 39 is overdue. I think a lot of brands need to do a 39, right? Like, I think 39 is awesome. I mean, I know we've been talking about Omega a lot recently, but that Aquaterra 38 is a great size. 38 is such a good size. I mean, I miss the OP 39s too, right? The 39 is an amazing size for most.
Yeah.
I agree with Marco. I want to love the overseas so bad, but it's just a little too big.
I had one. If you have under a 7-inch wrist, you barely get by. Yeah. It works. Don't get me wrong, but you don't want to spend $30,000 on a watch that just works. You want it to look amazing on your wrist. And when it just when you look in the mirror and you pick your wrist about it and you look like you have a dinner plate on your wrist, it's kind of.
It needs to be perfect. You can't have a compromise at that price. Right.
Yeah. And like obviously the blue is gorgeous. My thing with the blue is it shows everything. Like the dial, if the crystal is at all dirty at all, it completely ruins the aesthetic of the blue. Like it just totally buries it. And that's why I love like white dial watches are so neat, because if you have like a fingerprint or a smudge or anything, the white just still comes through.
Oh, fuck me, dude. I just looked up average wrist sizes. I did not think the average wrist size was less than 7 inches.
Oh, damn it. We could have played a game. We could have done like
A poll.
a poll. Yeah. Do a poll. Maybe nobody heard that.
Yeah.
I'll do a poll. Did you hear that? I'll ask if people heard.
Well, whether they heard it or not, this is it. This actually surprises me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So we're talking wrist sizes here. I'm just confirming.
Oh, God.
Wrist sizes, yeah, not kosher.
Yeah, wrist.
Wrist. All right. I just want to make sure. I'm just asking.
No, this is a preferred sub sandwich size.
Be specific on the girth.
That's it.
Specific.
This actually, I would have expected like 40% plus of the 7 to 7.5.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Is this
a pretty
normal
normal
the
distribution?
whole world or just the
I don't know.
United
This is from Strap Habit, right? But the other number that came up was 184 mil, which is in the 7 to 7.5, but it's not like.
Oh shit! I spelled here wrong.
If the sample size
All right,
is
let's send that poll.
normal, so yeah, it looks like the average is. What do you think? The average is like 6.8, probably.
Yeah, about.
Yeah, that sounds right. Maybe a little smaller. Maybe I thought it was going to be a little. I thought it'd be over 7, but not by much.
Yeah, I'm about between 7, around 7.
Because 39 mil to me, like 39 mil to me is I only say that it's a great size because all you guys say it, but every time I put a 39 on my wrist, it's not even close.
Well, bro, you got a freaking log for a wrist. That's
because it's for you. It's a ring size, right? Like
yeah.
I mean,
He's got an ankle for a wrist.
this 41 is my smallest watch.
Wow.
But Mark, think about it. Like when you actually go shake people's hands, right? I don't feel like my hands are
Right. I don't feel
my
like
wrists are that much bigger than anybody else's.
Well, like when I walk into a room, people don't go, "Look at the size of that guy's wrists."
Yeah, it's just like I don't know.
You know, it also always depends what you like, though, right? I mean, people wear 48 mil watches. Usually they look goofy, but I mean, they're like usually those are like what are those watches? Those cheap ones. Those like Invicta watches and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But people wear large watches all the time. I'm not trying to compare them to like what Lucha's got going on there. He's got 41. We're talking about a millimeter or two difference, but I just happen to I used to wear a 43 mil Breitling all the time, you know, and it was fine for me at that point. Now I like the way the little bit smaller watches look.
But you just said the wrist is under 7 inches.
Yeah.
But that was the style back then. Whenever he had the 43,
right?
Big watches were
anorak.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I could be wrong. I could wear them. They're not like hanging off my wrist. I just like when the dial of the watch is smaller on the wrist. I like it. I like it to look smaller. I can get away with it. I can pull it off, but it doesn't mean I like the way it looks.
This is a 30. This is a 39 on a 7.5 inch wrist,
and it looks beautiful.
Yep.
That's how I want my watches to wear. So it's got to be a little smaller for me, you know?
Yeah, I think I have a coworker who has a really good fashion sense and like, you know, dressed really nice at work. And then like he shows his watch and it's a movement, I think. It's huge. It's like cheap and bad, right? Like it, and the thing is these big watches, like so many of the cheap, crappy brands do big watches now, right? Like Invicta is like the king of huge watches. So I totally get it. And like, I don't know, smaller watches are just classy. Dress watches are classy.
Depending on, I'll tell you this, for smart watches, people, you know, those rules about watch face sizes, it's out the window, right? People want bigger watches because they want a bigger display. They want a bigger battery. Like it's totally different. And that does spill over for people who go into regular watches, right? Non-smart watches that they want it to fit the same, right? They want that big beefy screen.
Okay.
Big beefy what?
All right. Wow.
Screen.
Anyway, so overseas. Yeah, I mean, 222, cool. Get it if you want it, but yeah.
What do you think about the older? Like, should they make it look more like this one?
Yeah, I think so.
No blue. I think people would be so bored of this. I don't think anybody will want it.
Mr. Blue.
I think people will want that more than the blue.
You think?
I
Mhm.
think that the 8 people that want this, no, it's gonna be big for like a couple of years, right? Like, because they're not gonna make very many, and they're gonna be a list for it. But then after a while, it's just gonna become available, right? Because they're not gonna stop making them, and not many people are gonna buy them, and they're probably gonna price themselves out. That being said, yeah, I mean, I think they'll probably do Mr. Blue, but like,
I don't know how I feel about the bottom right corner.
oh yeah, that's classic.
So somebody said, I can't think it was Toaster. It scrolled off for me now, but somebody said like pretty much everybody who buys it overseas, they end up selling it, or he thought something like that. But I would argue that at least in our community, pretty much who buys anything, they end up selling it. Like how many people in our community are holding onto watches other than their like cornerstone Rolex piece very long?
I don't know.
I don't know if that's a VC overseas or VC 222 or anything unique. I just think that's the type of people that most of us are. If you're willing to get on the tubes a few nights a week and talk about watches, you just keep the cycle going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everything's for sale.
JJSW, JJSW, JJSW.
This is for Robert Wood. I mean, so this piece is for Robert Wood. Robert, when are we going? When Zadig opens, we're gonna buy one.
I bought 3 watches
Who?
this month,
Oh.
by the way.
Yeah.
Zadig,
yeah.
Gary.
If I don't sell some, how am I going to buy any? You guys can't be. You got to be realistic here.
How many kidneys you got?
1,
I got one. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
and I need that one.
I still have
Dialysis is an option. No, I'm kidding.
I still have 2, but neither one of them are worth a damn. So
2 is better than 1. 1 just ain't no fun. Remember that commercial? What was that? Sir, it's 2 mints in 1. That's it. All right.
Yep.
See, I knew it. I am like I could like recall any like jingle from for the last like 30 years. Eventually, it's a terrible habit.
Superpower.
Yeah, it's a terrible superpower.
I'm
All right.
invisible to bartenders. That's my superpower. I could like stab a bartender and they wouldn't notice.
All right, we got the ghost of Yiddish Gambino with $2 here. It says Ali is way off. We never sell our watches.
that's right.
Ghost.
So you don't own any watches, so you don't count.
Oh,
He owns merchandise.
He owns merchandise. Yeah, he doesn't own
Ali and
watches.
I
He owns the backpack that the watches go into.
That's right.
Oh, Kessler, we got one for you here. Bob NYC, our man Bob, member of the crew, wants to know. Someone please tell me what time the watch says on the bottom right. I am not smart enough. You want to tell him how it works, Kessler? I put you full screen.
Figure it out. You
break it
can
down.
figure it out. You got the fat hand here. Let me get a little pointer here.
And
Yeah, get the laser out.
Get the laser pointer.
The laser.
was it 720?
1 second, activating laser now.
You got the hour hand right here, hour hand, and then the minute hand right here.
There we go. 7:20 p.m.
My
There you go. 722. 722.
this
Oh,
was
that's
my
right.
favorite watch at watch time. I kid you not. At watch time, this was my favorite. This is the one that's like, damn, I never thought of this, but this is such a cool watch.
The freak.
It's a Freak X,
Kinda
right?
cool, right? Yeah, Freak X with the crown.
Yeah, the Freak, because the Freak doesn't have a crown, which is really cool, but it's way too expensive for what it is.
Can we see the back?
Nope.
So the ones that don't have a crown, how do you set it?
It's like you rotate the bezel, I
Rotate
think.
the bezel.
Yeah, it's
there's
the
like
bezel.
there's like a little button here.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
lift up, and then you turn the bezel, and then on the back you wind it from the case back.
It's sick, but it's really expensive. I mean, this thing is so cool. I love this piece.
It's definitely different.
Cool, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, this is not your first watch. This is not your second watch. This is not your third watch. This is like, I need something that's really unique, and this is it.
Watches of Switzerland, man. When they did the UL displays, they were big enough. Now they're huge.
Yeah.
Like they are pushing them hard. So Kurt, it might end up being like people's first luxury watch.
Cool. Hey, you know what though? In the era of smartwatch, everything counts. Like, if somebody's like, I don't know, I'm just like, it almost makes me want to justify Hublot just because at least it's not an Apple Watch.
I think that resonance
That's
and
fair. That's
the
fair.
freak watches, like I'm not going to be surprised if they become the first luxury watch for a lot of people because of unique designs.
Dude, Robert and I saw the resonance at Corman. Those things were sweet. Those things are really cool. I'm like, I look at it and I'm just like, how does it work?
I like the oil
How does
filled
he
ones.
see me?
Yeah, because the crystal is simply not there with the oil filled. It is so clear. The face is so clear. It's awesome.
Fucking magnets. How do they work? No, yeah, it was really cool. Those are really cool. I love some of that weird stuff. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm not a big artwork guy, but I mean, the freak is just so cool.
He's into the freaky stuff.
I like
He
that
likes the weird stuff.
I like that newer white. What was it called? The Arctic artwork that came out. That was really nice.
Yeah. Well, and like the MB&F stuff at Watch Time was crazy. I was like, all right, this is so freaking weird.
Talk to Brody for 10 minutes. You'll never want one again.
I did. Oh, yeah, I didn't talk to him about that.
He ruined it. Oh, he totally ruined it. Oh, is this it? The UR230 Polaris? Hold on. Yeah. This is the artwork I want. If this ever gets cheap, I'll consider it. Maybe Marco will hook it up. This, I think, is an awesome watch. I don't know any other artworks, to be fair. I don't really follow them too much, but if any of them look cool like this, I'd be interested.
Oh, that is kind of interesting looking. I
think
like
the
it.
artworks. I think a lot of the artworks are super cool.
Yeah, I like this one. It kind of got the high-tech Richard Mille thing going, right? Where you get the air brake and all this stuff. I don't know. This is pretty cool. I like this one.
I like it. It's kind of like a Star Wheel. How much are these?
These,
6 figures.
yeah, these are limited run, right? There's like very, very few of these. Let's see.
But across the board, I mean, aftermarket, they're under 6 figures, but in retail, across the board, they're 6 figures.
180K.
Ooh.
I want to see how many. There's not many. This is a limited edition. That's why.
That's a lot of kidneys.
That's more than just your two.
I think it is. I don't know what the black market rate for a kidney is, but you always go gray when you go kidneys. You don't want to go black.
Yeah.
You go gray.
It was big too. 44.8.
Certified pre-owned.
I don't know. Maybe just get a funky G-Shock, right? Or get an Adawak. 180K. Hey, we got George in the house. Good to see you, George.
Get a moon
Huh?
swap.
What did you say? Gorilla? What's that?
Yeah, get a Gorilla. Gorillas they do the time display on top of ETA module. They use a module on top of ETA, so the prices are 5,000 or less.
35 pieces. There we go. I think I've seen the Gorilla once. I always think of that guy that was on the community channel, Gorilla. Didn't he have like fake watches or something?
Something like that, yeah.
I liked him. He was a nice guy. I don't know the particulars of what happened, but
When that all went down.
Gorilla Monsoon.
Gorilla Monsoon.
Oh, Gorilla Monsoon. Remember him.
Good old days.
Merciful Ignorance says, awesome watch, 50K tops. Captain's willing to pay 30 for it. Margaret says, watch is not even close to be worth 180K retail. Crazy, to be honest. Yeah. Some of these brands are crazy. Oh, let's look at this. We got Timely in the house. Hey, man.
Oh,
Hey,
Timely.
man.
I don't know if
Yo.
my crappy Aussie internet's going to be able to handle this many people all on one panel, but we'll give it a go.
Perfect.
Yeah, give it a whirl. Why not?
Good to see
The
you.
worst.
All these to go faster.
Been a while, Timely.
That-
Good to see you.
Good to see you guys too. That watch you just had up a minute ago, JJ, that you said you wanted, was that like bioceramic material or something that it's made from, or
It was adamantium, I believe, and unobtainium.
unobtainium?
Right.
What time did it display? Was it like 5:20 something?
522, I believe it was.
Okay, I'm just trying to read it. That's all.
Gorilla Nems. Great. I think I thought I was the only person in this chat who knows who Gorilla Nems is, but sadly mistaken. Yeah. All right. Well, wait. Look, not everyone could like the watches out. I just thought it was a cool watch. I'm not saying I'm paying
No,
$180.
I do. I think it's a really cool watch.
I'm not piss taking. I just couldn't read the
No,
time.
I know. I'm just breaking chops. I'm just having a little fun. All right,
See,
let's see
first
here.
time back in a long time, and he's breaking balls already. This bloke.
Yeah. When are you going to visit GMT again? I miss those days.
Yeah, it was good. I'm saving to go overseas at the moment, so we'll see what happens maybe sometime this year.
Oh, where are you going?
Fuck GMT. Come to Watch Time New York in October.
That changed quick, didn't it?
Yeah, you know, hey, if I could get you for myself, you know, why not? That's how I see it. That's just how I see it. These are these gorilla watches you're talking about, Ali? Let me see this here. These don't look anything like that. These are kind of...
No, say they have wandering hours models.
Oh, there it is.
Wait, I passed. This is it?
I just pulled it up on my screen.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at my other screen.
Yeah,
I had too many screens here. Oh, those are pretty cool looking.
that looks like that square one there looks like a Bell and Ross wandering hour.
Bell and Wasp.
A Bell and
That
Wasp.
too.
That too. Yeah.
That looks like a Bell and Wasp.
Marriage.
If they
Yeah,
remake
yeah,
that
yeah.
movie, we need to burn the rest of Hollywood down.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm not paid to talk anymore, so to heck with y'all people.
Yeah.
So Marco wants to know if he's crazy because he wants a 5226G.
No, he's not crazy. I love this.
Great watch.
I mean, he is crazy, but not for this.
The only
Watch
problem
has
with
to-
this is
why?
it's fucking
No.
expensive for a 3-hand watch. Why? Because
No.
it looks good. It's like a young person's Patek. This is like casual
favorite.
looking.
It's an old person's Hamilton.
No, the dial. The dial is so special on this.
That looks cool.
This
That's
reminds
like,
me
please,
of more of
come
a like a World
And
War
you have the
II
clou de
field watch.
Paris on. You have the clou de Paris on the case, on the sides there.
Yeah, and you need some amoxicillin to kill it.
I thought that
Jesus.
don't they call it the hobnail pattern, or is it different, or is it just two names for it?
Yeah, hobnail.
But it's the same thing, right? All right.
Yeah, no, Ollie, it's you got to use doxycycline on this one.
That's, yeah, you gotta eat.
This has the
7
new
days,
movement
twice a
too,
day.
the 26-330. It's got the hacking seconds, the quick set date. I really like this.
I love the Trinity where you have to list hacking seconds as a feature.
Yeah.
That's
Gosh,
like-
I'm wearing
But
a
like,
Seiko.
okay,
that
I'm pretty sure for
has
sub
hacking
500
seconds
I
and a
can
quick
get
set
hacking
date, too.
seconds and a quick set date.
Yeah, okay, but that's also
but for
not
Patek,
joking.
Yeah, Tesla. Okay, so you have the money at retail, and you have no wait list on other Pateks. This is the Patek you're going for.
no, you can get this cheaper secondhand.
No, I'm talking. Fine, you can get every watch cheaper secondhand, but like, is this with the same amount of money? Is this the Patek you're going for?
No.
No, see, I was going to bring this up. So, okay, even in Marco's case, so let's give Marco some free advertising here. If you go to the Burdeen's website, okay, so I'm doing my my recon here because I'm going to Chicago next week.
Shout
So
out to
I'm eyeing
Redeems and
up-
Watch Marco, sponsors of
I'm-
the show.
Exactly. I'm eyeing up Marco's inventory, and he actually has this 5226 in stock. Okay, I think it's like 38 grand, right? But if you also look into Patek,
He also has
category-
Hamilton.
Oh, fuck off. If you all, there it is. But look, if you go, he's got a 5205 silver dial. Go up.
This
It's the one you used to
5205?
have. Yeah. See, that one is 33 grand, $5,000 less. I think that's a better watch.
Box and papers here. He didn't even tell me he had this prick.
Yeah, but this is the Patek you buy when you've already got something like that. Yeah, like the one we're talking about, the field watch style. What is it? 5226. That's the one you buy when you already have like a quintessential Patek or this or that. This is like, it's just adding to what you have. It's not the first one you buy with that money.
I don't know. 5226 though, it fits a lot of people's personality. Like the look of that works for a lot of people.
Okay, hold
You
on,
know?
dude. If your personality is Murphy Hamilton and you're spending money on this, right? Like
This is the one you want right here, the 5236. This one's great.
Okay, this one. There we go. Or I was switching your screen.
Oh, you had a screen up? I'm sorry. I'm looking on a different screen, so I didn't see.
That's all right.
I can understand a 6006 being your one and done Patek, but not a 5226.
What is this retail go? Is it 78, right?
I
Or
think those
77?
are like 80s, no?
Yeah, I thought there was 78, but they could have went up. This I like a lot. I really like this watch.
But also, just remember about Patek, all of our comments are irrelevant except for those that own a Patek, because, like, what's his name, Mr. Stern says, I'll never own one anyway, so my opinion's irrelevant.
Well,
Exactly.
the triangulus.
So,
When the triangulus comes out, you'll see.
The
Triangulus.
Triangular.
yeah, the triangulus.
Circulus. The
Tesla's
stop
like-
sinus.
Exactly. But I do have this freak that's available for 18K if you're interested, Timely.
How about this one right here? What do we think about the 5146R?
I think it's a pretty well. I think it's a better looking watch than the Hamilton.
You know, my biggest pet peeve about this watch, it drives me nuts, is the Patek at the bottom, the branding at the bottom.
Right.
Why? Why do they have to highlight the power reserve up there? Why?
Because it's that
Yeah.
important.
Hold on, is this the JLC movement?
Good question. I have to click back. It doesn't say here. I have
It
to
could
ask.
be a JLC base. I mean, obviously Patek makes it, but it could be that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, it's the 3 looks like a 324 base there.
Wouldn't be the first time they've done it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Marcus says it's a 324 base.
Wait. 324 base movement. What else do we like? Does Marco have anything else good that we like?
Not this. Not that watch.
I think that 5205 is a good buy. Papers only. Maybe he could find a box for you. But what'd you pay for yours? What'd you pay for yours?
I got a really special price, 27.
What's up? Damn.
Yeah,
Special price.
but I had no papers, which is why I sold.
I can get you a real special price on a 5226. It's just been rebadged as a Hamilton if you're interested.
if mine had papers, I would have never sold it. It always irked me that it didn't have papers. So, and I sold it back for exactly what I paid for it. So I got to wear
And it was in Interstellar as well if you're interested, like, because you got that movie connection as well.
I like this one, the 5170. Very clean, but I don't know. I just feel like it's overpriced for what it is because you're buying a chronograph. Not that it's overpriced, that's what it's going for, but I don't know. Other Pateks I'd rather get. Look at that movement, though.
I want the Corne de Vache. Just forget it.
If you're going to get Corne de Vache, you got to get it the gold one. It's a few dollars
The only
more.
thing with the pulsations dial, don't you have to be a doctor to have that watch?
Yeah, I mean, you should, right? You don't have to be, but you should.
It's kind of poser if you're not a doctor.
Here's another one I had, but I had this in the platinum.
You don't have to be a doctor. You just have to monitor heartbeats. I mean, you could do that at any time for
I
anything.
really like
surely.
this. Actually, JJ, I just tried this one on.
Andy, when
I
you
had
turn
one.
into an old man trying to measure your own heart rate, I mean, it's a watch.
That's right.
that
I
you
do it
can-
all the time.
Boys, I gotta go. Good night.
Duco,
Good night,
thanks for
Duco.
coming on.
Oh, good night, Duco.
Yeah, mate.
Good night,
What
guys.
calendar?
Same here. I have to leave.
See
All
you
right,
later, Ari.
later, Ari. Too
Yeah,
much
I
Patek
really like
talk.
this. We're driving him away.
Yeah. ABC talked me into this watch. He loved this watch.
I really like this. This fits my wrist so well, and it's not. It seems thick on paper, but it actually wears quite nicely.
Yeah, it's very
Dude,
nice.
Happy Jewelers has one of these, and he's asking 40.
Hey, Happy Jewelers doesn't sponsor the show. We don't care about Happy
Hey,
Jewelers.
but no. This is. I think his is actually better because this is
I'm only
complete.
joking.
Dean's
I'm
is
just
complete here.
right. I'm just joking anyway.
He's just trying to hedge his bets so someone will take the freak off his hands. That's all it is. Don't worry.
It's sold. You want to break the news to you? It's sold.
No, did you really? You sold it?
Oh,
Yeah, it's gone. Leave
Damn.
tomorrow. I sold it. I
Dude,
sold
I
it today.
Did you lose it?
accepted
I-
offer.
I smashed my
No, I
piggy
made
bank with
money.
a hammer and everything.
Oh, good.
I smashed
made like
my
800 bucks.
piggy bank.
Oh, so you got to wear it and you made $800. Score for you.
Yeah.
So can I ask you a question then? If you sold it, why is it running on the screen? Are you trying to put more kilometers on it, like more miles on the thing for the new owner? Like you're trying to get it closer to a service period?
It was part of the sales agreement. He basically said, "This one's been on the internet. This one's been on JJ's Watch Hangout."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly.
famous now.
We want this to do the rounds. Hit every watch channel, you know.
It's a double C list celebrity.
I always like to browse the site this way I could torture Marco and make him unrealistic offers, and he says, "Oh, I can't."
You're gonna
I say, "All right, I tried." You know,
this Yiddish Gambino Marco. Be like, "Hey, 247."
Yiddish Gambino.
That's what he does, right? He goes on eBay and he's just like, "All right, you got it for 7,000. I'll offer you 4. See what happens."
yeah.
I like it that it's now a verb.
Oh, you got to Yiddish it.
Yiddish Gambinoing is a verb now.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Like this here. Let's say, all right, I picked this and I message Marco and he's got it listed for 87.5. I say, hey, that long tourbillon's really cool, right? Yeah, awesome watch. What do you think? You could do 75? Wow. I can't. I was like, can offer you 70, but I want to do the right thing.
You're not doing it right. You got to be like, that's $75,000 longer.
How much do you want for that $75,000 watch? Oh, you got a new up down. Oh, we got to get the chronos, man. By the way, I gotta break a little sad news to you guys. I might have to wrap early because I got to be up at 5:30. Unless you guys want to stay on, that's up to you. It's up, whatever you guys want to do. I'm talking obviously about the two guys with the keys. if one of you guys want to stay a little longer, that's fine. Otherwise, I got to wrap a little early tonight.
I got to wake up early too. Rapping early is fine with me.
All right.
You get all the old fellas now like, yeah, no, that's fine, JJ.
Yeah. I hate to be
They're up at 4:30 in the morning anyway.
I hate to bust up the party, but 11 o'clock, I'm going to cut out another 20 minutes. So it's one of those nights, and I rock. Well, actually, last week we went 2.5, I think. We went pretty long. We were on for a while.
Yeah, it was almost till 11.
What else is 11 your time, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, 11 my time, sorry.
You were telling me like the most Omega thing ever in the pre-show, where you're like, I looked up the new Speedmaster and it came up with watches.
Yeah, somebody said on Instagram that they were showing the new Speedmaster. So I was trying to find it. I'm like, and I think Robert said, or Kurt, one of them said, yeah, it was on Instagram. The only place I saw it was on Instagram. So I'm like, let me Google it. So I type in new Omega Seamaster. Like 12 watches show up, and none of them are the actual new one, but they're all new ones.
Yeah, they haven't shown the full watch yet. They've just shown the moon phase subdial is the only thing they've shown.
God, that's weird looking.
Yeah, I wonder what that's going to be like. A moon phase. Is it going to be one of those big ones, those 44 1/4, like ceramic ones?
Yeah, I'll find you the real quick. Find you then.
They need to refocus on the Constellation line for a while. Let this they've got enough Speedmasters. That white dial, I don't like. So the white dial Speedmaster, I was talking to the guys at the boutique, and they were like, "We've had like 5 of them since they opened in November, and like not that many because they sell immediately. Like they don't. I don't know why they feel like they need to release another 40 Speedmasters. Like I really think like the Constellation could use some love."
Here it is. Yeah, Constellation is a nice watch, really nice.
So that's the only thing that they've been teasing is the moon phase.
Well, you can see there's a meteorite dial. You see that, right?
Right. Meteorite dial moon phase.
But which constellation needs love? There's 2 at the moment. You got the Manhattan and you got the Globemaster.
Oh, yeah, I would probably just, I don't know. I feel like they both need attention.
Well, the Globemaster, I think, would be the one to run with. I know the Manhattan's popular overseas, like as in Asia market and so forth, but it's the one that I'm not.
So there's the only constellation I like is the okay. So I don't love the Globemaster. I feel like it just needs an update, but the meteorite constellation is real. Those new meteorite constellations from like 6 months ago are really sweet, but like even then they still got the goofy.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Am I the only person seeing Mickey Mouse ears?
Yeah, I thought the same thing. It's real cartoonish.
Oh, there is. That's bad.
boy!
Oh my god! Oh, what? Are we
Wait, so
doing-
what's up with the stone? Is it a stone dial for the moons?
It's meteorite.
No, not the moons. The moons are meteorite.
The moons look like fucking marbles or something.
Marble.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
they
weird.
look like marble.
And the north is way bolder than the south. The S way off. I don't know. It's weird looking.
Yeah.
It's
That
kind of
could be the
shitty.
camera.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I'm sure it's going to be like a Speedmaster Racing or one of those 2-dial ones, but they're going to add a 3rd dial. It's going to be this.
Interesting. We got a super chat from the Ghost of Yiddish Gambino. I think I missed this one before. My apologies. He says, "Why buy a 5226 when a 6007G in your color choice?" Oh, no way. You're
Oh, they're
crazy.
so different. They're so different.
The 5226 is way nicer than those 6007s.
Well, I
They're
don't know
cool.
about nicer. They're just different style. Like
Oh, come
6007
on.
is so
Those are so
dressed up.
cheesy.
It's like a suit.
Well,
You gotta
well,
wear.
let's be honest.
That fucking thing.
The 5226 was one of the best-selling Hamiltons that they brought out. So
But let's put it this way: you still can't get the 5226 from an AD. The 6007, they'll call you.
Guys,
Yeah.
the Hamilton Murph is available for $1K. Why are you talking about either of these? I don't. By the way,
It's not for you. It's not for you.
I do love the Murph. By the way, it's one of my favorite watches. But no,
I just don't like this watch at all. I don't know. The strap is so shit. What is this?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking
Come on,
6006.
this is ugly as fuck. I'm sorry. Yiddish, I like you, but I don't like this
Yeah.
choice here.
So
I
when we go back to the Watches and Wonders night, a lot of people expressed interest in the various colors of the 6007.
I remember if you go on my community tab, I posted this with the red, the blue, and the yellow, and I said, what do you like better, DeWalt, Milwaukee, or
Yes, I remember
Makita?
that.
Or Makita. I made fun of this watch from the minute it came out. I always thought it was cheap looking.
I think if they just stuck with the 6007A, that would have made it a lot more desirable. That even that watch is still very desirable, but they made it limited. So
Going back to what Kessler said, right? Patek trying to reach a younger audience. So Patek's version of reaching a younger audience is releasing Hamiltons and releasing like Norcons, right?
yes,
AT's version of reaching a younger audience is releasing watches that cost twice as much with weird art
yes.
or Marvel characters. Like, they need to just admit they're not going to reach a younger audience. Like,
Yep.
just do what you're good at. Like, don't.
yeah, I mean, you could argue the younger audience would benefit from just more of the watches that people want.
Yeah.
he's got a point. 25K. I mean, the 5226 is like mid 30s, so it is a lot less expensive, but
Should be.
These are ugly as fuck. I'm sorry. Marco says
Are
the
we
red
just
one's
talking
nice.
about Pateks with textured dial? Is this what it is? Like
00.
they don't really have much in common.
well, they both
No,
have
it
Arabic
was
numerals.
it's
They
trying
have
to
the
talk
same.
Marco out of buying the Hamilton.
They have the
Okay.
same movement. They're both 3-handers with the date. They're somewhat
Yeah.
similar.
And I think he was saying like the similar price point. If you're going to buy a Patek, what would you buy this over that? Honestly, I'd buy the 5226 over this any day. That hobnail dial is really nice. The grip tape. I know they call it something else. I still call it the grip tape. Dial. I like
Asphalt dial.
that. Yeah. I think it has a way nicer features. Yes, it does look like a field watch, a really high end, awesome field watch.
But that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you'd never wear a high-end field watch in a field.
No,
I'd
not
rather the high-end field watch than this checker plate though.
Just get
Me too.
Scooter Ranger and be done with it.
Only if it's a high-end field. Then maybe.
No, the thing is, I like this better than the 5226, not because I like the watch, but because it actually doesn't look like a fucking Hamilton.
Poppy field.
I got a field watch coming on Tuesday. I had to have one.
Was it $25,000?
No, it definitely was not.
$500.
Beat the shit out of a $25,000 watch.
It was quite a bit more than 500, but it was quite a bit less than 25,000.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I think 25,000. I'd rather have a 6119.
Yeah, I agree.
I just need
Much different, but I
numbers.
just think it's a nicer.
I feel
Marco
uncomfortable
has
with all the
one as
tech
well
on
coming on Tuesday. Did you guys like buy together and get a group discount or?
Marco says he has a field watch. Yeah, double unboxing. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Robert, can I unbox on your show Tuesday?
Oh, absolutely, man. Come on.
Sweet.
You and Marco both very welcome.
5212. That's a good choice too. Kessel, you did you like yours or you?
I did. I really did. I
Mhm.
love that piece.
Did you guys buy the titanium? I did actually. I showed it the other day.
I was going to say he did.
Excuse me. I wore it the other day. Actually, I wore it the last couple days. It's pretty comfortable. I like it. It's a good beater for sure.
See, every now and then, one of my suggestions is good.
Yeah,
Every now and then, not very often.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marco knows exactly. That's the one thing about the 5212. Whenever I would look down at it, you'd have to look for like 5 or 6 seconds to actually read the time. You know, there's so much shit on the dial. It's like 9:15. You know,
We live in an environment where the Daytona is popular and that watch is completely illegible. So that's not the point.
it's cool with the handwritten font though and everything. It's steel. There's some cool parts about it.
And I'm glad JJ brought up the broken clock, because we're talking before about watch sizing. At what point does a watch become a clock just because of its size?
47 millimeter.
There you go. Look, he's red hot. He's got the. It's like there's a sign up.
I mean,
at your place, and you've got the measurements ready to go.
Let's be real. Some of those pilot watches were effectively gauges on your hands, right?
Yes.
So it's basically like gauges and then clocks, right?
Yeah.
Basically gauges. If anything bigger, yeah.
The thing is that at least for me, if I'm reaching for my phone to check what time it is, then I know I have the wrong watch.
That's true.
That's a good call.
What's
I don't know.
the
I always
smallest
double check.
watch?
I always feel like my watch is wrong. I have to double check on my phone. It's such a shit habit because it's always right, but it drives me nuts. I'll look at 3:30. Okay, let me just double check my phone. Yeah, okay. It's
You're
3:30.
like a vintage watch guy then. You're always checking your phone to make sure that your watch is still running right.
Yeah, but all my watches are modern and new. I don't trust my watches. I don't trust watches. I only trust my phone.
My favorite watches are the ones that when I'm driving, I will actually turn my wrist to read, because you've got the time on your console in 2 or 3 different places. Right, it's a heads-up display of time on every modern car, and I would still check the watch, and that's when I knew I had a watch fit. Like, that's the one I liked.
I just want to trust watches. Now, Mikey brings up a good point. He says, just get a 5712 JJ. You know, they're getting a little bit more reasonable, but they're still super expensive. I think I've come to the reality that I'd have to sell a few watches, and I would never, ever get a Royal Oak after that if I spend that much on that watch, because they're just too similar. Like, to get a 16202 or something, it just, I don't know, man.
I'm sorry, 16202 is a nicer watch.
We're gonna need more super chats. 5712 is a very expensive one. Maybe they'll make a Hamilton version of it. Does Hamilton make one?
I think Tissot probably does.
I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier, because Kurt's on the panel. So they opened a Takova's boutique, which are boots, close to me. And I was in the Takova's boutique, morbid curiosity, because my fucking triple bass can't wear cowboy boots anymore. There was a guy in there trying on a pair of Nile crocodile Takovas, and he had on an Invicta.
Wow. Well, Tacovas are like the tutor of cowboy boots. Yeah, that's weird.
Behind Lucchese?
Lucchese's Rolex, right? Like, Lucchese is the main line. They're the high-end brand that everybody thinks.
But I'm like, you're looking at a pair of boots that are, I don't know, $1,800, $3,000, whatever the Nile crocodile Tacovas were. You're wearing in the Invicta. Like, something just went wrong in your life.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive. Crocodile is pretty expensive. They're like $800, but yeah, it's real pricey.
Come over here. You can have all the crocodile you want. You just got to hunt it yourself. That's all.
I'm already in Florida. I'm good.
Yeah,
exactly.
He's
got
them in his backyard, man.
I was gonna say they're on his Christmas list. Yeah, but that's true. Like, it's weird to go.
We got a watch change here.
also sold. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I love
Marco,
this
this
one.
is the only one you need. This is
This
your
is a
one
pretty
and
watch.
done Patek here.
This is a pretty
One
watch.
and done.
What could
I
you get
hate
this
Patek.
for?
I like this watch.
50 what?
In the low 50s.
Marco, what do you think this $47,000 watch costs, Marco?
I was gonna say, you're
I'm
gonna
gonna-
do a Marco deal here.
I do like this cream dial. There's something about this dial color I just love on this watch.
Is this cream or ivory?
They call it cream lacquer dial.
It's really a beautiful watch, and I don't like Patek. Like I really, really dislike Patek. immensely.
Oh, Marco with the low blow.
Didn't you pay under 50 for this? I don't want to blow up your spot. Never mind.
It was right at 50.
And he proceeds to blow his spot.
And here's GMT. I love that. No, but I do love that watch. And it's a perpetual calendar, man.
Perpetual, baby.
See, that's the Patek I would get. And then if I was going to go Vacheron, I would go for something more dressy. I just think, like Ali was right. They nail the real formal dressy watches. They should really concentrate more on that because nobody does it like them.
Yeah, I don't understand why the shift they've made. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not helping their brand at all. Vacheron.
Marco's backtracking here too, by the way.
Yeah, he was just fucking around. Looks like bone to me. That reminds me of American Psycho. Remember when he's mad? His card is bone. When the other guy has the really good card, and he knows like the font and everything. It was a really good movie. I like.
You remember? I don't want to because he doesn't like being on the panels, but you may remember. There's a member of the WhatsApp group who has like one of those business cards where you just look at it and go, "Motherfucker, his business card costs more than the paint job on my truck."
Yeah, Paul Allen. There you go. Paul Allen and his card, his damn business card. No, but Kessel, I love that one. Did they never made that in rose, right? They only made that in the salmon dial.
No. Yeah, it's just white gold, and actually this one's discontinued. Now they do the salmon dial, but it's not the lacquer dial. They do an opaline. It's like
it's not as good in my opinion.
Haven't you got a few strap options for this thing too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
strap
accessories.
Is it 20 mil?
Yeah, 20 mil. Exactly.
Good size.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Switch out the deployance.
That's so pretty.
I'm not a huge fan of the denim strap. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
What?
I don't like the strap. I like the rest of the watch. I don't like the strap.
Oh, you're nuts.
No, that's true.
Yes.
But what's that got to do with the strap?
There we go. Pierce and Pierce, mergers and acquisitions. There we go. Paul Allen. Look at that card.
Don't touch the watch.
This card is bone. All right. I'll remove it. I will remove it. Robert, are we pulling this up here? You got something for us?
I don't know. Do you want to look at it? It's the new Tissot Daytona.
Oh, yeah. We actually pulled this up real quick Friday. But, yeah, let's talk. What do you think? Give us your...
I like it. I say Daytona. Obviously, it's not.
It's a
certainly inspired. But, yeah, it's the new 516 with the blue bezel and blue subdials. I like this watch. I really do. What do you guys think about it?
It's a good look. I like it better than the predecessor. This one's an automatic, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's an automatic. The 5
This is new?
It's new. Yeah, it just came out this week.
It's appealing.
Why does it look so blank?
There is a lot of white space on the dial. That's for sure.
It's those subdials. I think Marco was talking about it, right? How the Daytona does such a good job of filling it up without making it look too busy. It's got the 3 sets of numbers, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, dead inside.
It makes it blank.
Yeah.
I agree with what Marco's saying. That 430 date's got to go.
Also, why do they have the needle point on one hand? The syringe on one hand?
It's one hand.
Yeah, I don't get that either. That's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Why not put the syringe on the hour hand as well?
Yeah, that is weird.
But I mean, overall, I like the aesthetic, and I like that Tissot is trying some new and different things.
So originally the 516 when it came out had syringe hands, but it was on all of them. So I think that's where they're coming from. But
yeah,
why not just throw the original handset look on and call it a day?
But
I'm sorry, Robert. I don't like this watch. The dial is too dead. The dial looks like something that was like drawn. It's a sketch, like a prototype sketch, and they haven't filled in what the rest of the details.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a no from me, dog.
Well, I wouldn't mind looking at this in person, but yeah, I can see where you guys are coming from. No, I just thought it was interesting that Tissot is moving more in this direction, and of course, raising the prices as they go. But for an automatic, this isn't too bad a price either. I think it's, what is it? I have to go look and see.
$1,300, is it?
Is it that much?
Yeah, it's 21.45 euro. So that's going to be about 2,300 US, something around there.
I thought you were going to say go ahead.
Tissot doesn't have enough brand cachet for me to choose it over a Seiko. Like, so at that price, I'm sorry.
Well, and I mean, honestly, you can get Longines for not that much more than this. Actually, you can probably get a couple of them cheaper on the secondary.
At the same time, too, if you're not really caring about what kind of movement's in it, if you're not a watch person, the 516, they've got a quartz one for like a quarter of that price.
Yeah, they do. The thing I don't like about the quartz 516 compared to this watch is the subdials are not in the same place. They've got the two towards the top and then one down in the center instead of the three across the bottom. And so that's why I don't like the quartz version of those. I would rather have the three across the bottom on all of them rather than that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You got another watch swap out over here too.
All right, guys. On that note, it's about that time for me. I got to wrap it up a little early tonight. Apologies for the half hour shortening here, but it's about that time. I got to get up quite early tomorrow. So let's see. Hold on. We got a super chat coming in. Ryan Hofrey, $2 super chat. He says, Tissot rocks for entry-level Swiss, but many are meh, sadly. Yeah, I agree.
Who do you feel deserves a race entry for activity in the chat tonight?
Let's give Joseph one. He's been pretty active tonight. He's a good supporter of the show. He kept us running Friday night as well. We do appreciate him. Anybody else we like?
Like is a strong word.
Yeah, we like everybody.
That's why you're in charge.
I'm leaving you tomorrow.
I'm leaving. Yeah, let's give one to Mike this thing. No, I won't get it. That's good. Good entries. Good whatchamacallit tonight. Good odds tonight. All right, let's do it. Let's get these horses a racing here. We got everybody neck and neck, and I'm feeling kind of lazy, so I'm not going to do much announcing or paying attention. Joseph is in the lead. That's about all I'm going to say.
I like it.
Gamal taking a nap in the back of the pack. Biggie Sal as well. Joseph with a commanding lead. How long will it last? Robert's always in the back. He's got a bum leg and headed to the glue factory. Timely just fell off the face of the earth. Goodbye, Timely. And here comes Brody. Brody riding it hard. Will he make? Oh, that didn't sound so good. Sorry about that. Biggie Sal's getting the boost at the end. And here comes Uncle Mikey. Who's going to take it? Looks like Uncle Mikey. But here comes Mitch with the sore throat. And Mikey holds on to the lead. Congratulations, Mikey. You are tonight's winner. And in my book, you're always
this race was rigged. One of your New York paisanos talked to the jockey of my horse. I'm sorry.
He yanked you off by the by the whatchamacallit? What's that thing called?
It
Yeah,
was
be careful what you say there now too.
it was a fucking horse.
All right, guys, that's about it. Sorry, Cap, you lose again.
Yeah.
That's right. Do appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Let's see, who do we got? Robert, Ali, Lucia, Kurt, Timely. Who else is there? With the camera off. Keslo. All right, everything shut off over there. I don't know if we lost them. Ari, everybody else who joined the panel tonight. Look at this, double fisting. What a night! What a night! Everybody in the chat, you guys rock. We will be back Tuesday. This man Robert right here will be giving us a show to remember on Tuesday, so make sure you check him out at the Watch Hangout. Double unboxing starring Marco Ferrante and possibly some guy named JJ. Should be a good night. Tomorrow doesn't look good, but the day after, it's party time. I think Franchise Club might be on tomorrow, so you can always watch that. But that's it, fellas. Party's over, and lady, I didn't forget you. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget, what should you remember besides wearing your watches? Nah, fuck it. Just wear your watches. All right, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.
Hey guys, look what I can do.